Alright, we're live with a poor connection. How about that? Oh. Oh, what a day. So, maybe somebody's awake, maybe not. It is 1:51 in the morning here in Gilbertsville, Kentucky. I just went from, did about 528 miles today. Started off in Emporia, Kansas, and ended up here in Kentucky. I probably could have gone another 120 miles or so, but decided to go ahead and shut her down because ain't got a whole lot going on. I see the thumbs up. I appreciate the thumbs up, guys. What's going on out there? But sitting here at the Loves in Gilbertsville, Kentucky, and figured I would go live, and I appreciate that Reyes fist to like, yeah. Typed it so fast you missed the letter. Anyway, I figured I would do a quick Q&A, trucking Q&A. If you guys have any trucking questions, we're just sitting here at the truck stop. I'll probably go in and take a shower after I finish this live feed. Not going to be on here very long, so if you got anything you want to ask me, feel free to let it go, let it up, put it up there. Happy Resurrection Day. Appreciate that. Is today Easter? I guess today is Easter. How about that? Let's talk about Easter. Yeah, let's talk about Easter a little bit. Seen an RST at Springfield today. Was going to say, damn, comment hi, but I didn't see him. Think it was Chris. Yeah, it was Chris and Jimmy. Chris and Jimmy were there in Springfield, and Chris had a really busy day. I was on the phone with him, and he said, "Hey man, I gotta take this call. I'll call you back." And it's been about 10 hours. He ain't called me back. So yeah, I know he had a really busy day if he didn't call me back. So it's all good though. We got a lot of really cool stuff happening here at RST, and we're adding a lot of trucks, and we're bringing drivers on, providing a job for these guys that want more stability and being treated like family. We're a family here over at RST. It's a very small company. But we are growing, and the drivers are treated right and given good equipment and all that stuff. But yeah, we got a lot of cool stuff coming out in the future for RST. My flatbed is down near Katy, Texas, parked on a secure drop yard until further notice. We'll be using that. It's not impossible to move a lease truck over here, but it's probably not a good idea. We can't provide necessarily the same safety net that, I mean, it depends on where's your lease out of. If it's a quality lease, we might be able to work something out. I don't know. Happy E-Day. Can I move my lease truck? Where's your flatbed? Step deck or RGN, and why? It depends on what you're wanting to do. Step deck, you can do a lot of the same stuff you can do on RGN, just not as heavy. Step deck, you can, you're pretty much limited to about, 50,000 pounds is about as much as you're going to want to put on a step deck, in my opinion. You might be able to do a little more with permits. That depends. It depends on how much work you want to do and what kind of permits you want to get, if you want to be restricted to only running during the day and all that kind of stuff. Because RGN, the thing with RGN is you're hauling huge things, over dimensional, very heavy, D9, stuff like that. And, I appreciate that, James. I see you, man. You're hauling all kinds of stuff. But, pretty much, me personally, you could probably do both, but RGN, it's all kind of come down to what can you afford. Can you afford an RGN trailer? Even used RGN trailers are pretty expensive, depending on what you go with. But I don't know. I mean, it all comes down to what your personal preference, really, because you're going to make money with either one. If you know what you're doing, you're going to be able to make good money with either a step deck or RGN. Doesn't matter. RGN, you're probably going to be able to make more because you can carry heavier weights, a lot heavier. But you also got to pay for those permits. So you got to figure out where's the trade-off there, if it makes sense. I know several people that do. You son of a bitch! Turn them lights off. Good God. I know several people who do extreme heavy haul, and they make damn good money. Problem is, they can't get quite as many loads in because the amount of load planning is ridiculous. You have to get, some of these guys have to get survey crews. You have to get a surveyed route. You can only run during the day. All that kind of stuff. 18 speed is only if you're going to be super heavy. You could probably get away with the 13 speed and like 3.7 rear end if you're just going to be, where did I put that? Oh, if you're just going to be 80,000 pounds. Now, if you're talking hauling 120, 100 plus thousand pounds gross, you're more than likely going to want a truck that's double framed. You might want a third drive axle, a drop axle, spread the weight around a little better. Double frame, really high rear ends, 392s or higher, maybe even 370 minimum, I would say. I've never done it. This is just from people that I know that do it, who have passed down information to me. I know there are several guys here on YouTube that do heavy haul. Try shooting them an inbox or leave them a comment somewhere if you have any more questions about heavy haul. I don't do heavy haul, and I try not to talk about stuff I don't know about. The information I have on heavy haul is third party, so I'm not an expert in that area whatsoever. But as far as the Success lease, coming over here, you're probably going to be better off keeping it where you're at, because we can't really provide the safety net that they can. You'll have to talk to Chris about that, the details on that. More than likely, he's probably going to tell you, unless you're paying it off, it's probably not a good. It's probably best idea to just stay where you're at for now, unless you want to come over here as a company driver. But we're not. We don't recruit drivers from Prime. It's because technically we're in the Prime family, so we can't recruit. You'd have to do a 30-day. You'd have to put in a 30-day resignation letter or something like that. So I don't know how all that works. I've never done it. But yeah, so Easter, I'm not big on pagan holidays. Just I'll put it out there like that. What's going on, DC? I think I don't have years in the Gold Company with ours. If you come over to RST at all, you just have to have a CDL that's 3 years or older, clean MVR, all that kind of stuff. Even if you were a local driver, but your CDL is 3 years old, depending on, Chris will do a phone interview with you to see what your experience level is and to determine whether or not you need a little bit of one-on-one before you he gives you the keys to your truck just on your own. But you know, he's very lenient when it comes to allowing guys to drive for him. He wants to help guys out that don't have other options. You know, you start at a guaranteed minimum $50,000 salary on a W-2. Okay, $50,000 a year, and you get 1.25 days off for every week you stay out. So you're working about 45 weeks out of the year at the most, and you're guaranteed $50,000 gross starting pay. There's no cap on that. And we're working right now on getting some other programs set up. You know, can't really discuss right now because it's not set in stone. So, but I'll update you guys, and Rob will be updating you guys on all the stuff that we're doing with RST. I'm really excited with everything we're going to be doing. What's going on, Gary? You know, we want to see drivers be successful out here and be treated right, and you know, give drivers an opportunity to make some good money and drive good equipment, and not have the stresses of worrying about miles, worrying about breakdowns, worrying about you know, crap, the truck is in the shop, I'm not making any money. You still get paid your salary, whether the truck is broke down, or you're on home time, or you didn't get enough miles in, you're sitting at a dock, you're still getting paid. Every 2 weeks you get your paycheck. Now, when the truck is running, when the truck isn't in the shop, when you're not sitting at a dock, you're going to be running. You're going to be trucking. That's the name of the game. What's going on, Aaron? I just got parked, man. I just drove a full shift, so, well, not a full shift. I still got 2 hours left on my clock, but I managed 550 miles in 8 hours. Average speed of about 66 miles an hour. I was hauling ass a little bit. Did I log into a rack commercial, RST commercial? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Someone was asking if they could bring their lease truck over here, and I'm not gonna say no, but it's probably not a good idea. But I mean, if you want to be a company driver over here, you're more than welcome to try it out. I don't get recruiting bonuses or nothing like that. We don't care. It's not what I'm doing. But essentially, I'm going to be growing my fleet here, and I want to be able to provide a fair pay and a good environment, just like Chris is, for my drivers. You know, I'm not trying to rip anybody off or use anybody or anything like that. Obviously, the more trucks I have, the more money I'm going to make. That's the goal. It's a business. You're in it to make money, but at the same time, you know, I'll pay the drivers a fair wage that makes sense for the amount of work they do and for the amount of time that they're away from home. So, and obviously, the more trucks you have, the more you can afford to pay your drivers. So ultimately, at the end of the day, I would love to be able to pay my drivers well over $60,000 a year, but they got to be doing the work. They got to be doing their job right, and they got to be on time. They got to be safe, and you gotta put in some miles. At the end of the day, I mean, if you want to make good money, you got to work. I see that, man. That's good shit, dude. Are you gonna put a washout in there, cross dock pallet service? What are you gonna do with it? Just storage, commercial storage. Is that set up for cold storage or just dry storage? If you can get that property, I'd be impressed. I'd be impressed, dude. That's cool. I'm assuming you've got your business credit, starting to build your business credit up, because ultimately I want to use as little as my credit. Oh, okay, cool. Old Atlas moving line building. That's cool. Washout's going to be huge. Now, there's a lot of there's a lot of EPA regulations when it comes of disposing of wastewater from washouts and that kind of stuff, but the washout game is about to get pretty serious, as you know, with the reefer, with the Sanitization Act, the 2017 or whatever it's called, Food Safety and Sanitization Act, some shit. I don't remember what it's called. You're gonna have pretty much. You're gonna end up having to get a washout every time, every load. It's RST's policy. It's a company policy already that after every load you get a washout. You know, after every load you're gonna have to get a washout, no matter what. That's our company policy. Now, the trailer could look clean and the shipper might accept it, but they have the power to refuse, and you have and send you back to go get a washout and show them a receipt. I mean, technically they can do that now, but there wasn't a law in the books before. Now, the USDA is going to be inspecting these docks. They're going to be inspecting trailers and stuff when they're backing in and all that. So, you know, if USDA says no go, you're not getting loaded. Yeah, can of coffee and splash some water and go. I'm not going to say I haven't done that. I'm not going to say I haven't sprayed a little Ozium in the back of the trailer with the reefer running. Air sanitizer. That gets that rotten pork smell out real good. But no, if you have to show them a receipt anyway, it's not going to help. But I'm going to do a video here soon, if I can find the time, on the RST owner op program. It's a program that I'm under. You know, lease your truck. You bring your have Photoshop and a printer. Yeah, man, I need to get a printer in here because I'm trying to get my taxes done. And they're like, yeah, we need you to print it out, sign it, and mail it. And I'm like, I don't have a printer in my truck. Like, what do you mean? It's like, I'm an over-the-road truck driver. What do you mean, print it out? I should have a printer in here, but I don't. But it's all good, man. You know, so as far as Easter goes, I consider myself a Christian. I mean, you know, I don't like talking about this stuff, man. I don't like talking about my faith or my beliefs. I used to a lot, but that's not really what this channel is about. But I'll answer any questions anybody has. I don't care. Doesn't matter. But as far as the whole Happy Easter thing, Easter was adopted by Emperor Constantine as adopted into Christianity. Ultimately, it was a pagan holiday, worshiping fertility and the goddess Ishtar. So, and the whole Easter bunny thing and all that, that's not Christian, man. That stuff, it doesn't matter to me. You know, if you like to celebrate that stuff because you got kids and you want to give them candy and all that, cool. I don't care. But me personally, I'm not going to celebrate it in that way. It doesn't make sense. The Easter bunny and eggs and chocolate bunnies and all that kind of stuff has nothing to do with Jesus Christ. And it's just not something I care about as far as all the corporate come spend your money at the store with everything that has a bunny and an egg on it. Like, no. Stop. I seen like 4 people turned off the video already. I've seen like 4 people turned it off already. I don't care. You know, that's just how I feel. If you want to worship that stuff, go right ahead. But it don't got nothing to do with me. And I'm not trying to pop anybody's bubble or anything. That's just the facts. You can Google it. You know, Easter ultimately was to worship the goddess Ishtar. It's not a Christian holiday. Now, Passover and the resurrection, that's stuff you can worship as a Christian. But it's funny to me when you see a church having an Easter egg hunt, or they'll even have the Easter bunny visit the church. That doesn't make any sense. I was like, will somebody please show me in the Bible where the Easter bunny showed up at the church? Somebody please. I mean, let me look out my Bible here. Let me see if they're in the index here. If there's a, hold on, is there a Easter bunny passage in here somewhere? Hold on, let me look in the hold on, where are we looking at here? Where's Passover? Let's see. There it is. Joseph and Nicodemus bury the body of Jesus. And after this, Joseph, being a disciple of Jesus, secretly for fear of the Jews, besought Pilate that he might take away the body of Jesus. And the Easter bunny gave him... Wait, no, that's not in there. There's no bunnies in here, man. Give me a fucking break. Yeah, I swore I'm a Christian, whatever. That's right here. John 19:38. Yeah, they bury the body of Jesus. I don't see anything in there about bunnies and chocolate eggs and all that kind of crap. So come on, people. Wake up. I'm sick of it. This is why I don't worship holidays. The same thing goes for Christmas and the Christmas tree. These are all pagans. This is all pagan symbolism. There's nothing in here telling you to put up a tree to symbolize Christ's birth. It's not in there. I mean, do whatever you want to do, but it's not in there. I'm just saying, it's not in there. We talk about real shit here. It's not in there. Acts 12, 1 through 4. Okay, I'll look it up. Acts 12, 1 through 4. Let's see here, Aaron. Yeah. That's Herod's imprisonment of Peter. That has nothing to do with the Easter bunny. It's in Cadbury 2, 7, and 8. Yeah, it's just for the kids. I get it. I know it's just for the kids, but that's, I could find the passage. Remember when Jesus went into the temple and he flipped the tables over because of the money changers and all that, and the paganism that was going on in the church? It's the same shit. Nothing is new under the sun. It's all the same stuff. I'll probably end up having to delete this video, but that's okay. It's just, it is Easter, and I am a Christian, and I respect what Jesus did on the cross and rose from the dead and all that, but this whole Easter bunny shit does not belong. In my view, it doesn't belong in the church in any way. Easter egg hunts for the kids. Like, if you want to go do the Easter egg hunt, it shouldn't be at the church. The Easter bunny shouldn't be visiting the church. That's just my opinion. Because once again, it's supposed to be a house of God, a house of worship, right? What the heck is the East as a pagan goddess, a symbolism of a pagan goddess doing in the church? It's not in here, man. It's not cool. Do whatever you want. Ultimately, do whatever you want. At the end of the day, do whatever the fuck you want to do. But I'm just telling you, it's not in here. It really isn't. So, open your eyes, man. Anyway, enough of that BS. So, let's talk about trucking. What's going on, Robert? Anyway, happy Resurrection Day. How's the truck running? Truck is running great. The truck is running great right now. And the fuel line, that fuel line we replaced, fixed my knocking issue. That the engine's running good. I'm very thankful that's all it was. So I just got to get a PM done here pretty soon, get the truck greased up again, and we should be good to go. I got to get my APU fixed. The APU is not running right now. The APU is running good, but the AC, the air conditioner is out of whack for some reason. I got to get that checked out. But the truck engine itself is great. That fuel leak issue apparently there was air or pressure differential going on in the fuel rail, and that was what was making the ticking noise. So that's fixed. That's fixed, and we're good to go. I see the comments. I'm sitting here in Gilbertsville, Kentucky, on I-24 at the Loves. I'm right here. Can you believe I got this? Can you believe I got this straight line back in at 2 o'clock in the morning? 2 o'clock in the morning, I pull into the truck stop, and this spot right here is open. I'm like, holy shit! How about that? It's a miracle, right? That's a Resurrection Day miracle right there. There's parking at the Loves. What? Yeah, that's a miracle for sure. Well, the Easter Bunny, real Easter Bunny, shows up at Prime. And he shears that skin. There's a cutie inside. No Swift. I've got a Roadrunner and an ACT next to me, so I'm good. But yeah, that would be my luck. That would be my luck. Is that, it's a straight pull out. That sounded dirty. It's a straight pull out. And, that'd be my luck. Somebody pulls out and rips my hood off right here. But I'm lined up perfectly to pull in the tire pass bay in 10 hours and get my tire pressure top back off. Because we're going into summer months. Spring and summer. It's time to get the tire pressure stepped up. Oh man, check that out. Motherfucker ass bitch. Yeah. Is that the best? I mean, come on, man. Who let the 12-year-old in here? I'm surprised I actually got a troll. I usually don't get trolls. Hey, go call your troll friends. We're live. Yeah, because the dude parked at noon. No, I just backed in, Aaron. Come on. I just got done driving. See? I've only been in the sleeper for 53 minutes. And let's see, what did we... That mileage today doesn't count. Let's the graph. I'll show you the graph here. I started driving at what is that? Started driving at 3:30 in the afternoon. So probably drunk at home with no drop, trolling. I mean, the funny thing is, it's not even really trolling me. He's just saying something stupid in the comments. Like, I don't understand that. Like, is that supposed to mean something? Is it supposed to mean something? Trolls need to hit the thumbs up button before posting. Yeah. Hit the like button so my channel can reach Alley Knight's level. That'll never happen, but you know, and you know what? I'll respond to I saw TB and LaShawn's video where LaShawn is talking about possibly quitting YouTube, and I can sympathize with him on that because I do put out a lot of information that, you know, is intended to help you guys. Whether I have 100% accurate knowledge or not is up for debate. But you know, I put these videos out here to try to help people, and obviously in return it gets me it builds a network, and I've been getting different connections and meeting different people in the industry, and you know, it gives me a certain level of popularity, which I'm very humbled by. But you know, in the grand scheme of things, there's other channels out there that don't put out helpful information at all, yet they're huge. Those channels are huge, and it boggles my mind that, you know, the audience just doesn't. It makes me feel like the majority of people that watch trucking videos on YouTube don't really want to learn anything. They just want to be entertained. So yeah, you can fax the logs right from your Qualcomm, but you know, I kind of agree with LaShawn on this to a point, because you see these, you put a lot of effort into these videos. I put a lot of effort into the videos that I've made well over 200 videos between my two channels. And the majority of people, the majority of the trucking YouTubers that put out videos, they don't really put out a lot of helpful information. It's mostly entertainment. And those channels have grown huge. But the channels where you can actually learn how to do this business from different people's viewpoints, from my viewpoint, LaShawn, TB, whoever viewpoint you want to listen to, doesn't matter. It's the fact that we're putting the energy into this to try to help people. Obviously there's a trade-off there, but you know, you get a little popularity and you help people at the same time. It's kind of a win-win for everybody. But it is kind of confusing how you can put out 70 videos and over half of them are useful information to try to teach people how to do this business. And I can put out a video. This is a perfect example. I can put out a video of a truck tour, right? Just showing the new trucks, showing a video of a new Cascadia, and that video will get 15, 20, 30,000 views, right? And hundreds of shares. Okay, a video of me just showing a new truck. I don't even have to talk about it. I can just stand there with the camera like a dumbass and point it at the new truck and walk inside the truck and just open a couple cabinets and then close a couple cabinets, and then that video gets thousands and thousands of views. I've done it. I've got a couple videos on my other channel that have well over 40,000 views on them, and it's just looking at a new truck at the truck show or something. It's like, really? But I put out a video explaining exactly how to do a lease, or exactly how to, you know, fix a certain thing on your truck, and it gets like 300 views, and I'm just like, what the hell? It makes no sense, you know. So I don't know. I'm gonna continue to make videos. I know LaShawn said that he's done with it, but you know, he'll probably make more. You know, it's kind of hard to quit this. It gets addicting to make videos, but I'm gonna continue to put out helpful information, whether people want to hear it or not. You know, it's just, I don't like begging for shares or press the bell or any of that stuff, but you know, I know there are, I mean, the 15 of you watching right now, I know there's quite a few of you that actually like my videos and use the information, and it's very helpful for you. So just for the simple fact, like I said, 1 is greater than 0. You know, if I'm helping even one person, it's worth doing it. And you know, I ignore the hate. I try to stay in my own lane. I ignore the drama. I don't go with the status quo. If somebody else is, you know, I set my own trends. I don't really talk about trendy topics that often. I'll let everybody else do the trendy stuff. I'll do whatever I feel is right at the time. I don't watch hardly anybody else's stuff because I don't want outside influence in my content. I want my content to reflect my personal view and my experience. So I don't like watching other people's stuff that much because it does influence you subconsciously, and you know, what you're going to say or what your content is going to be. So I try not to watch other people's stuff just for the simple fact I don't have time, and 2, I don't want to be influenced by another creator to make something that goes along with what they want to say. Like, no, I just be original, and you know, that's it. I appreciate you guys. Like your videos, but also can't fall back asleep. It's all good, man. I'm about to go in and get a shower here and then go to bed, and then get up and drive another 393 miles. I'm going to Conyers, Georgia tomorrow, or today, I should say. Going to Conyers, Georgia. You guys stay safe out there on the road, you know, all that good stuff. 30 side down, 73, catch you on the flip, all that. You guys stay safe out there, and even the trolls, I see you, man. I see you, but you can get these balls. Anyway, I did a I did a cage bolt update. Did a cage bolt update. Gilbertsville, Kentucky. There it is. Only a real trucker will know what this is, right? Anyway, yeah, as always, if you're catching this on the replay, don't get offended. It's just my opinion. Happy Resurrection Day. 410. Try not to die.